Most people assume innovation in hospitality comes from big hotels, big systems, big budgets, big data. But recent research across Southern Europe tells a different story. Small B&Bs and guesthouses are actually innovating faster and more effectively than many large hotels. And the reasons are not what you might expect. Large hotels in the study had advanced property management systems, business intelligence dashboards, and huge volumes of digital data. But most of that data was used to optimize operations on just pricing, improve efficiency, automate processes. Useful, yes. Transformational, not really. Small hospitality firms, on the other hand, used data to reshape their entire business model. Not because they had more tools, but because they had more insight. They blended digital data with human data observations, conversations, emotions, and day-to-day interactions with guests. That combination helped them notice change earlier and respond faster. Small operators also stay physically and emotionally close to their guests. When someone expresses a need or shows a preference, something changes immediately. A new breakfast item appears the next morning. A personalized service gets added for an upcoming stay. A room feature is redesigned on the spot. These small, continuous adjustments create a culture of micro-innovation that compounds over time. Large hotels often struggle with this because feedback travels through reports, departments, and approval layers. By the time a change is implemented, the moment has already passed. Another major difference is how small firms use their local ecosystem. B&Bs and guesthouses collaborate constantly with nearby restaurants, tour operators, cultural centers, artisans, and local guides. These partnerships allow them to create authentic, high-value experiences without heavy investment or long delays. They can redesign an offering in days, not months. In bigger hotels, partnerships often require contracts, approvals, and alignment with brand standards. That slows down innovation even when opportunities are obvious. Small firms also innovate with their guests, not just for them. They treat every conversation as insight and every guest as a collaborator. New services, new experiences, and even new value propositions often come directly from guest interactions. Co-creation becomes a natural part of the business, not a formal design process. Large hotels, focused on consistency and standardization, often have less room for experimentation and, therefore, less room for innovation. But the biggest difference of all is mindset. Small hospitality firms innovate because they are curious, because they feel ownership over every detail of the guest experience, because they experiment, observe, and adjust constantly. Technology supports them, but it never replaces the human touch. Big hotels sometimes fall into the trap of relying on dashboards rather than conversations, processes rather than experimentation, and systems rather than agility. So, what's the real lesson? Innovation doesn't belong to the biggest hotels. It belongs to the most agile ones, to the teams who combine digital insight with human understanding, to the operators who listen closely, collaborate deeply with their local ecosystem, and act faster than competitors. In today's hospitality landscape, the true competitive advantage, isn't the size of your data is the speed of your understanding, and that's why small hospitality firms are outperforming big hotels in the digital era.